Hello, Grade 4 students. Today's lesson is from Module 2, Project 2. As for the objectives of the lesson, by the end of the lesson, you will be able to recognize the outline of an email. Also, you will be able to write an email about your favorite school subjects and hobbies. And you will be able to check spelling and punctuation of written work. Please open your Students Book page 25, Workbook page 23. Hello, Grade 4. Now, let's recall yesterday's lesson. This is Donna's email. Follow with me. In the email, she needs to write the email of the person she's sending to. Also, she needs to write her email from. And she needs to write the subject, the title of the email. Now let's recall the following. The first question. Who is the sender of the email? Who is sending the email? Who wrote the email? It's Donna. Super. The next question. Who is the receiver of the email? Which means who is getting the email? It's Maha. So Donna wrote the email to Maha. And now it's time to learn the outline of an email. How to begin an email. Follow with me. How did Donna begin her email? What did she start the email with? She started with hello. Donna started her email with hello. So you need to start with greetings, such as hello, hi, dear. And you can replace what Donna wrote with the following. Hello, Maha. Hi, Maha. Dear Maha. Let's continue. In the next part of an email, you need to use set phrases. Follow with me at Donna's email. Look what she wrote. How are you? I hope you are fine. Today I'm writing to tell you about my favorite things. You need to ask about the person you're sending the email to. Now, in the second part, after the greetings, you need to ask about your friend and mention why are you writing the email. For example, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today I'm writing to tell you about, and you mention the reason behind writing the email. For example, over here, Donna wrote about her favorite things, and this is what you are going to do today. Let's move on and talk about the main content, the main part of the email. In this part of the email, you need to give information about the following. Now, this part, Donna wrote about her favorite school subject, and you will do the same. And in this part, she wrote about her favorite sport or hobby, and you will do the same as well. Now, after the greetings and after asking about your friend, you need to write the content, favorite school subjects and hobbies, as the following. You write, for example, my favorite subject at school is so and so, and you continue. And in the next part, you also write about your favorite hobby. How about recalling some school subjects? Follow with me with the questions and answer after referring to the picture. The first question. What is your favorite subject at school? Look at the picture and answer. My favorite subject at school is maths. Super. Let's move to the next question. What are you good at? If your favorite subject at school is maths, then you must be good at counting. So you would say, I'm good at counting. Now let's move on and continue with the same activity. The first question. What is your favorite subject at school? Look at the picture and answer. My favorite subject at school is art. Super. Let's move on. What are you good at? If your favorite subject at school is art, then you must be good at drawing. So you would say, I'm good at drawing. Super. Now, let's recall some hobbies. Now, answer the questions after referring to the picture. Let's start. What is your hobby? Look at the picture and answer. My hobby is swimming. Super. Let's continue. How often do you do it? Look under the picture. You would say, I swim twice a week. Let's continue with the questions. What is your hobby? Look at the picture and answer. My hobby is playing tennis. Excellent. Now the next question. How often do you do it? Look under the picture. It's mentioned every day. So you would say, I play tennis every day. Let's go over how to end an email. How to end an email. Answer the following question. How did Donna end her email? Look at the email and answer. She ended it with, write back soon. And there's another way you can say, bye for now. Let's go back to the outline of an email. After writing the greetings and asking about your friend and writing the content about your favorite school subjects and hobbies, you need to write the ending, such as write back soon or bye for now. Your name. You need to write your name at the end of the email, just like Donna did. As you can see the outline of an email, you need to end with your name. Let's go over some writing tips. Follow with me and read along. After school, I always do my homework. I read my books. I collect all the books I read too. The tense that we used here is the present simple. Writing tip 1. Use the present simple for habits and actions that happen regularly. For example, after school, I always do my homework. Let's continue and read along. I always do my homework. Look at the word always. Why do we use it? Writing tip 2. Use time expressions and adverbs of frequency, such as always, often, usually, never, once, twice a week, etc., to give information about how often something happens. For example, I always do my homework. Now, after writing the email, you need to make sure that you don't have any mistakes. Writing tip 3. Check spelling and punctuation to make sure you have used them correctly in your email. Follow with me to understand more. Now look at the words. Hello. It started with a capital letter. How. Today. My. Why did we use capital letters in these words? Make sure you start your sentences with capital letters. Let's move on and follow with me. Look at this. I. It's written in capital letter. We also have I here and here as well. Now, the I pronoun is always written in capital letter, and you use it when you talk about yourself. For example, I play football every day. Look at the following words. Good at, maths, hobby. and all of the words in the text. You need to check your spelling. Always make sure you check your spelling after finishing your writing. Now let's write an email with Noor. Refer to workbook page 23, activity 2. Make sure you don't write in your workbook. Let's start. Help Noor to write an email to her friend Mary. And we will refer to the activity that we helped her with yesterday, which is activity 1 in the workbook. Now this is the email from activity 2 from the workbook. We need to help Noor complete the email after referring to activity 1, and we already helped her with activity 1 in the previous lesson. Read along the email. Dear Mary, how are you? Now Noor needs to ask about her friend, so she would say, I hope you are fine. Super. Let's move on. I'm writing to tell you about. What is she writing to tell her friend about? I'm writing to tell you about my favorite things. Excellent. Let's move on. My favorite. What would she say? My favorite subject at school is Arabic. Great. If Noor's favorite subject at school is Arabic, then what is she good at? She would continue, I'm good at reading. Great job. Let's move on. My favorite hobby, refer to activity 1. My favorite hobby is coloring. Super. Now, how often does she do it? She would say, I color every day after school. Now, let's move on and continue. Why does she like it? I like coloring because colors make me happy. Great job. Continue reading. What about you? And she would continue. What do you like doing in your free time? Bye for now. And at the end, she ends her email with Noor, her name. Super grateful. Now it's your turn to write an email to your friend Mary. Make sure you refer to workbook page 23, activity 2. And don't forget, after finishing writing the email, you refer to this checklist. You need to check spelling, punctuation, capitalization, which is the use of capital letters, grammar, and you need to use the present simple, and you need to make sure you write in a nice handwriting. Thank you. See you next lesson. Bye.